How many jobs out there are gonna pay you $150 an hour with no experience?
I don't know.
I can't think of too many, but luckily we did the hard work for you and showed you that it's actually possible with a heat press, some blank t-shirts, and a network of good buddies. And stick around to the end because we're gonna talk money and show you how to make it and sell it. Now, our resident in-house model, Diego, made a short film, called it From the Ground Up. He has a 20-person film crew and everybody wants custom shirts to wear the movie premiere. Luckily, we convinced him to let us fill those orders and we're using the movie poster as our t-shirt design. And let me tell you, Diego still doesn't have a name for this super spooky villain here, but if we get your suggestions down in the comments, the winner will get a free t-shirt, and make sure you stick till the end to check out his trailer. Anyway, let's get to printing. Printing process is a breeze. We're loaded up with some black Bella canvas, then we whip it and stick it onto our wall of press. Whistle while you work. Lint roll every time to get the crud off your shirt. Look at all that crud. Slide to the right. Pre-press. Next, measure from tickle point to the edge of our heat press. Do this on both sides because we want them to be even Stevens. Next, lay down your spooky DTF and press for 16 seconds. POV DTF cam. Be sure to give your design some positive affirmations. With the cold peels, make sure you go slow and gentle because those little letters are sensitive, just like our editor, John DeMarco.
Woo! That's spooky. This is scary, bro.
It looks like Michael Myers.
A little bit. That's an Envato horror character right there. That's a stock image.
No, this is scary looking.
Serial killer.
But it came out good.
Halloween's gonna kill.
You got Medine. They misspelled your name.
Oh, I did?
Oh my god.
How many of you would buy that?
We got production film by John and Amanda Santos, John DeMarco, Cody Bowler, Medine, Diego, and Bear.
You know what it looks like? It looks kind of looks like a dead Travis Scott.
Tragic Scott.
Tragic Scott. Yeah.
Diego DeMarco.
Hey, how's the script?
Oh god.
Now, a really cool part about this project is that it required very little equipment. And we accomplished this order with just a heat press that we got from heattransferwarehouse.com. Now, a really cool part about it is that they got a variety of options for you. So if you're just getting started, you can start with something like in the $300 range. The one that we have is $1,300, and personally, I think this is one of the best in the market. And for the shirts, we went with the premium blank from Bella Canvas. And the reason that we chose a little higher quality price point with them is the fact that we don't want people to just talk about the movie that we made. We want people to be talking about the merch that we designed for them. Especially if you're offering this as a printing service in your community, you want to be able to spread word of mouth. So if somebody's watching this that was a part of the film and now they're like, yo, I love this t-shirt, this is my tee, and they're actually wearing it day after day, more and more people are going to hear about that movie that person created, but more and more people are going to ask, who made this? And especially since this is a community of filmmakers, chances are that it's a tight-knit community. So everybody's going to be talking about who made what, who worked with who. And if your business can position itself as a premium print product for this industry, then you're going to be somebody that people turn to. Now, to make the prints for the t-shirts, we used DTF. Now, DTF is direct transfer film, and we used an up-and-coming print company that had some of the best pricing in town, as well as some of the best quality. So we're actually gonna be linking all of our resources that we mentioned in this video in the links down below, so go ahead and check those out. So now, the moment that we've all been waiting for, and that's the moment of how this translates to making $150 an hour. So let me actually get my handy dandy tablet here. So the total amount of t-shirts that we made for this project was 20. So the 20 customers that came in for Diego was all about the people that directly worked with him. So as you can see, that is an automatically buying customer, right? So let's say it's 20 people, and we're gonna be selling those t-shirts at $20 a pop. That on its own brings a total revenue to $400. So let's break down some of these numbers to see how much you could actually profit on this. Now, since the t-shirts that we're using is Bella Canvas, which is a little bit more on the higher price range for the wholesale blanks, but they definitely translate to better customer experience, They range about $5.59 that you can grab them right now online. Now the DTF transfers ended up costing us $4.16 per shirt. Now the service that we use actually charges $25 for a 5-foot roll. And in those 5 feet, essentially the way DTF works is however many different designs you could fit in that. In our example, the design was only able to fit 6 per 5-foot roll. So what we did is we actually went ahead and ordered 4 rolls. Now this allowed us to get about 24 total shirts. Now you always want to order just a little bit more in case something goes wrong. You don't want to go ahead and have to place a whole nother order and have to wait a week to get what you need. You always just want a little bit more in case any damages happen. So now you may be wondering, how does this break down to making $150 per hour? So let's break down this math. Let's not make it overwhelming. We might round up or down on some of these numbers, but let's keep it real. So the total amount of money that you're gonna bring in is called revenue. And the revenue for this order was $400. That's what Diego paid. So the $400, our cost with the t-shirt, the blanks, the supplies that we needed, ended up being $211 with 80 cents. So we're gonna call that as cost of goods. Now our cost of goods, which is essentially the cost that it takes to fulfill the order, the blanks, the DTF transfers, and the little miscellaneous expenses we accrued, is $211 with 80 cents, which brings the gross profit to $168 with 20 cents. So this is what Cody did in 80 minutes, but since I only paid him for an hour of his time, if he would have hustled a little bit faster, he probably could have gotten it done in an hour, which brings us to $168 with 20 cents of potential profit that you can make every single hour. If you hustle enough, you build the right connections, this can be a sustainable business model to help fund and grow your dreams. Now you may be wondering, WTF is
DTF. Well, I'll tell you, it stands for direct to film. It's made with a clear sheet of special plastic that they load into a big old printer. It will then print out whatever design you uploaded onto that sheet, and then they add a special adhesive powder to the top. That's the secret ingredient. From there, all you have to do is place your printed transfer sheet onto your blank shirt and heat press them together. And now that you understand the idea of direct to film, let's kick it over to John DeMarco, who's gonna show us how to keep the customers coming in.
This is the chain link network. Think of yourself as the center of this chain. That's you, right there. Now, you sold 20 shirts to the cast and crew of Diego's film from the ground up. And there's all 20 people. So that's all part of that chain right there. And now, using the film premiere as the example for this, there's gonna be more people coming. So you're gonna have, everyone's gonna bring somebody, then there's gonna be community members and all that stuff. And people are gonna ask questions about your shirt, yada, yada, yada. And this is the perfect time for you to network with these people or have the community members come up to you and talk business with you. Now, to give you a real world example of this, in Vegas here, we have a filmmaking community, right? So basically, there's a lot of Facebook groups within the filmmaking community. I'm part of like 10 of them, to be honest. And everyone's in the same groups. So there's always this lapping chain of other groups, so someone's gonna know someone else. See how it works? So it makes the chain bigger. With the power of social media on your side here, if people are posting pictures from the set or at the premiere, that's really gonna help your brand get recognition. As the old saying goes, everybody knows somebody, and with the power of word of mouth marketing and networking, you can really make some great deals.
As John DeMarco explained, it's important that you become a part of the community that you're doing business in. So if you're going to be printing for film festivals or other niches like that, it's important that you join Facebook groups, go to some meetups, and really start shaking some hands and letting people know of what it is that you're doing. Because even though you may be watching this because you want to start your own branded apparel, if you're investing into equipment and you're spending a couple $1,000s to get started, that equipment should not be sitting idle. It should be operating as much as possible because it should be making you money as much as possible. So always make sure you start thinking about ways to generate income off the assets that you own. The more you can do this and the better that you can do this, the longer you can sustain being an entrepreneur and a business owner. And the beauty about this, guys, is that entrepreneurship has so many different roads. You may be really into starting it this one way that you really think is gonna hit, and then all of a sudden you make a little bit of adjustments and you're somewhere completely different that you truly enjoy. So if you're interested in being a part of the 10% of the people who make it in entrepreneurship, join our FTGU app that we just launched right here, where we're gonna learn it, make it, and sell it together. So check that out now and download your free resources that we're gonna link in this video, and check out the video that we highly recommend you watch right here. We'll see you guys on the next one.
What you doing?
About to watch a scary movie.
Oh yeah, what's that sound?
I'm just making me some popcorn.
You're going to watch a scary movie and eat popcorn and not work on your clothing brand when you could work on your clothing brand and eat popcorn?
There's always tomorrow.
Tomorrow's never guaranteed.
Wait, how'd you know what shirt I'm wearing?
I didn't know that. You're assuming these things. You know what happens when you assume?
I don't know, like you said, tomorrow's never guaranteed. Hello? Do you need a kick in the butt? Check out our cool new t-shirt. It's available for sale at ftgu.store. Link down below, baby.